we had a workman's comp case ongoing over here in Florida. The injury happened at work. It required immediate surgery, hip replacement with rods, straight from the restaurant to the hospital. The weird thing about this case is the judge, which we didn't know, the workman's comp judge in the area, retired after 20 or 30 years on the bench, and at the end of December 31st, at the end of the year. So here comes a temporary until the governor appoints, I guess, a new judge for the area, a judge from Panama City, which is close to where the workman's comp insurance company defense lawyer is. So they know each other from previous cases close and work close to each other. Would that be a very big disadvantage to us in a simple workman's comp case where the injury occurred at work and required it was a broken hip with rods in it and future surgeries possible? Mm-hmm. Do you see any kind of conflict or any kind of problems in that?
How well do they know each other, Bob? You said that they work.
They know each other very, very well, and I think the lawyer that represents my friend did not tell her that the current judge was retiring after 20 or 30 years, December 31st. So the the workman's comp insurance company hired a defense lawyer that was close to where the new judge is from and worked on cases, had cases before him, and they all are up here in the Pensacola area now.
Okay. And Tara, I know you're not licensed in Florida, but as far as if this were Alabama, what would you do in a situation like that?
Right, in this situation, because I know you're having a little trouble with the IFB and hearing his question, but it was on-the-job injury, required hip surgery, but the question really is that the judge that was in the case retired. Now you've got a temporary judge, and the attorney on the other side appears to be very chummy with the judge. Is there any kind of conflict of interest when an attorney and a judge have a friendship?
No, unfortunately, no, Bob. Unfortunately, there is no conflict. Most of us know judges well. I think Bill will say that he knows judges very well, and you will find that the judges and attorneys are ethical, and the judge is going to do his job and follow the law, and the attorney is going to do the best job for his client. But there's no conflict.
But if you feel that there might be, do you have a recourse? Is there can you appeal? Can you request another judge? What can they do if they feel like there really is a conflict?
If he feels there's a conflict, then he needs to contact the State Bar Association and voice his concerns with the State Bar.
Yeah, you can ask, a judge to recuse
himself.
him or herself from a case, but I mean, it just doesn't happen very often.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
There's been some examples. A couple of years ago, there was a high-profile lawyer here in Mobile who was going through a nasty divorce, and none of the judges here, obviously they just, because they actually this was a divorce lawyer too, and so they knew this guy very well. So they brought an outside judge, someone from, I think from Auburn or somewhere, that came down and handled the case. And so if there's any, appearance of impropriety, a lot of times they will, they'll make arrangements. But Tara's absolutely right. I mean, she knows every judge in Mobile. I know every judge in Mobile, and if they had to recuse themselves on every case that we have, we would never have a case. And so, just because there's could be a friendship between them, as Tara said, these judges are going to conduct themselves in an ethical manner, and if they feel that there's going to, typically the judge is going to be the one that brings it up more so than another lawyer. They'll be the ones that say, you know what, I don't feel comfortable with this case. So if nobody's balking at this, I think you're fine.